Okay, y'all, back. So I'm home, and I just thought I would give you guys a lowdown on IMF now that it is officially completed. Ooh, my hair is just doing its thing, so just let it be great, please. My face is doing its thing again. It was clear the other day, now it's doing its thing, so I'm just gonna let it be great. So IMF is a 8-week program that Ross have where we come to Florida and we follow or learn how to take medical notes. So your H&P, your progress notes, and then we do a little bit of step 2 CS practice throughout the 8 weeks. Overall, it has been really fun. It has been really not really, but it's informative. A little expensive, but you know, it comes with the tuition, comes with the territory. So when I got here, I drove down here first of all from Minnesota to Florida. Drove down here, found that roof is missing. Oh my gosh. Found a place online through my school. Have 2 other housemates. I love my landlord. In the house we're living in, it's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, so everybody has their own bathroom, own bedroom. And I pay $700 because of my room size, but depending on how big you want your room to be, you pay more. No less. Mine's the cheapest. So if you want more information about that, because you're going to be a future IMF student in Ross, let me know when that time gets here and I can connect you with my landlord. She's super cool. After that, we go to the hospital. In the beginning, because of the climate, because of Corona, we were limited on how many patients we could see. In the beginning, we were basically just standing at the door, greeting people, taking temps. And then, you know, a lot of us did not like that because we were paying so much money and we could be doing other things like studying. Some of us, including myself, we have not completed STEP yet. So a lot of students thought it would be better for us to just stay home and study instead of doing that. But towards the end, they stopped that shift. And then we've had other encounters. We followed nurses for 2 shifts. So we had 2 hospital shifts where we followed nurses, kind of see the outs and ends of nursing staff and how they switch or do their shift exchange at the end of the day. We also we saw patients on our own, well, with our partners. So we were paired with another student, another IMF student. We shadowed, and it was nerve-wracking at first because we were just, you know, thrown in there. Like literally just say, hey, this is your patient, y'all go see this patient, go ahead. And then you see the patient, you do a physical interview, the full physical exam, and then at the end you would present to your attending, so like the physician or a nurse practitioner. So you would do that, and then they would, you know, advise you on what you can do better the next time, and then you had another shift and you would do the same thing. And then there was another one where we only saw patients, but we focused more on the medication aspect. So learning the mechanism of action of the medication, why the patient was given the medication, and things like that. And then we met with fellows. Shout out to our fellow cardiac fellow, Dr. Hernandez. Whoop, whoop. And you would meet with the fellow once a week, and you would present your notes from either your nursing shift, your team rounding shift, which is the one with the physician or the nurse practitioner, and or your bedside or medrec shift, which is the one with the focusing on the medication. And you would present your note, and you decide if you want to do an H&P which is a history and physical or something like that. I don't know what H&P stands for. I forgot. And you would present that in 5 minutes. Everything is timed to kind of get you ready for when you actually are in rotations. You can know how to appropriately present a patient in a timely fashion. So we would do that. And that was what I did today. At the end of IMF, you get tested to make sure that you know your stuff, you know how to present patients, and you know how to write it down really quick within an hour and a half, which is short. Sounds long, but it's really short. All right, guys, at the hospital, put a little pretty dress on, you know what I'm saying? At the hospital, I got my food. I'm gonna go eat. My presentation is at 4:10, but I have to see my patient, get all the information. Oh my gosh, that was a mini lizard. See my patient, get all my notes ready at 2:40. So I'm gonna eat, do that. I have an hour, and all the students, not just me. Hold on. All the students have about an hour and 30 minutes to see our patient, get all the information we need, and then present. We have 10 minutes time slots, but the presentation can go no longer than, I believe, 3 or 4 minutes on that patient. And then we're graded and we're done. And if we pass, if we don't pass, we got to come back and do it again later on Thursday. But your girl's gonna pass, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'll talk to you guys later. I don't want to record in the hospital because of HIPAA and just the stairs. I don't want the stairs, but hopefully you can hear me with this mask on my face. If not, yeah. Bye. I got my shoes in my backpack, because ain't nobody got time for heels on the way. Talk to y'all later. My full gear. Done eating. Now I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. I'm so professional, you guys. Just hire me already. Call me your doctor. That sounds a little perverted. Call me Dr. Giddings. Definitely not. For a nice fee. Bye. What else did we do? And then we did for the step 2 CK, we had little sections, sessions where we would meet with a faculty member, a TA, teaching assistant, who they are already MDs, so they're already done with med school. They're just waiting for residency, to apply for residency. So we would go on Zoom once a week. It would be 3 of us, and then there was a standardized patient. You would interview, do a verbal interview, verbal exam, and then 10 minutes at the end to type everything and submit. And it's basically just working. They don't grade the first couple, and then towards the end, they kind of grade you, and then you have an exam at the end to prove that you know how to do it. My housemate just came outside. What? Okay, so that's pretty much it. And then we have a final. We have a final at the end of this week that will be online. So the final is going to be based off of the questions that we saw during our 8 weeks rotation. So every time we have a shift in the hospital, be it the bedside rounding, team rounding, or whatever, there would be 20 questions in the hallway, and in one hallway that was posted by the facilitator. They would post it, and you would go through the questions, answer the questions. It's basically to keep you up to date and keep you exposed? No, not exposed. keeping you in tune with studying for STEP. So they were all STEP related questions to help you not forget. I mean, a lot of it was like this, what is the answer kind of thing. So 20 questions every time, and every 2 weeks we would go over 200 questions. I think 200 questions, I believe. Might be mistaken, but it's 200 questions. And then by the end, we have a 120 question exam based off of those questions, also based off of lectures. We also had lectures on the weekends, in addition to all of the stuff we had during the weekday. We had lectures on the weekends on like cardiovascular topics, EKGs, COVID. We had one lecture on COVID, COVID and in the hospital, and there was a pulmonology fellow that presented that lecture. Dang, son don't want me to be great. Presented that lecture. So that's it. That's all we've been doing for the last 8 weeks. Like I said, we have our exam on Friday, then I'm heading home and I'm out of here. Florida has been great. I would not mind coming back to Florida for a rotation or for my core rotations. You know, the hospital is phenomenal. Cleveland Clinic is like nice, okay? It's nice. The people there are really, really nice. The nurses, the attendees, they are super helpful. You know, you think like medicine is like this competitive thing because you go from 2 years of just studying and taking exams and just really wanting to do well, and then you come in, it's all about skills learning, and if they don't feel like you're catching on, they will give you opportunities to better that. So I like that. You know, if you just keep that in your mind, you'll be okay. Yeah, other than that, that's it. That's the update. And that's what I have been doing. So like I said, thank you to all my new subscribers. I know I'm not even going to promise anything. I'm not even going to apologize. It's just going to be what it's going to be. And I took a practice test on my first step. And y'all, I'm back to the beginning. Back like, I think I got a 120 the last time I took it. But that's because after my last video, I didn't study. I couldn't study. I got back and we quarantined for 2 weeks. And then after the 2 weeks, I had to find somewhere for my daughter to go, find daycare and all that stuff. And it just got really hectic and trying to go. So I just held her down for another 2 weeks and then found somewhere before I could leave Minnesota, found a babysitter, and that was all arranged. So now I'm going back to go and actually step study and I have a babysitter, so that's okay. That is good. I am good, but I'm starting from the bottom, but I will keep you guys posted as always. Thank you again. Love you all. If you have any questions, reach out to me. People have been reaching out. I've been giving them my candid opinion, and I will continue to do so about Ross and about just life in general. Thanks. Bye.